What up, guys? Jason Guyman here, and it is awesome day. It's a great day. Tonight we're going to talk about, I've talked about free ways of getting free ways of getting leads. And so I've always talked about there's two ways of getting business. One way, you either open your pocket, or the other one, you take time. And so you either take time, or you take and you use time or money. That's the way you get your business, right? There is no if, ands, or buts, but those are the two ways to get business. And so tonight we're going to talk about a paid way to get business. And so we will hit on it. We will talk about it. I'll kind of educate you on it. And that way we can do this. Now, I love my yard signs, right? Yard signs are still one of my favorite. I had Mike Manning tell me, man, Jason, I never did it for forever, and man, them has been one of my greatest returns. You know, that has been a great way to do it. And so that is one way to get money, right? That is one way to get leads, is through the yard signs. If you don't know where to get yard signs, you can go check out kingofmarketing.com. Actually, not that at all. Take that back. Moneybushes.com, and you will get your yard signs. And so for that. So before we get started, this episode is brought to you by King of Pressure Wash. If you want to learn how to get more leads, you want to learn how to grow your pressure washing Christmas light business, go check out King of Marketing. Or kingofpressurewash.com. I have a membership there. I have everything in there that teaches you everything you need to know, from starting a business to growing a business to scaling a business. We have a coaching call every Monday night. In that coaching call, it's not just, brand new people. There's people that are doing 100,000. There's people that are just starting out. There's people that are doing 500,000. There's people that's going to do $1 million in this group. And there's always a great time to check it out. So go check out kingofpressurewash.com, and that is definitely something that you will want to do to help you grow your business. You can even see people like Jason in there. You may have to multiply lead flow avenues, right? Jason comes on Monday nights and gives his 2 cents, and it's an awesome time to see people growing and see people learning and see people getting to where they need to go at. And so we're going to talk a little bit about ads and stuff like that. But before we do that, let's go up here and let's see what we got going on here, right? Who do we have in the house? What do we have going on here? What's going on with my computer? What's going on with my screen? I have no idea, but we're going to figure it out and try some stuff, because I feel like I'm right up on you guys. So I'm going to back off a little bit. So we got Jaden in the house. Love winding down a good day of washing with Jason's live education and a big dip. Talking about that, I went swimming today. And I know I talked about this before, but man, set goals, guys. Goal setting will help set you apart, will help you grow your business, will help you get healthy. The other day I wanted to do 60 laps in the pool. The day before I wanted to do 60 and I didn't. I only did 30 because I just wasn't having the mojo. And then 2 days ago I did 60 laps in the pool. Today I ended up doing 50 laps today in the pool, 52 laps. So it's awesome when you start setting goals. When I started swimming back at the beginning of the year, I could barely get 10 laps in at one time. It was everything I could do to get 10 laps in. And so building a business is a lot like this. A lot of people just want to go right up here and start making $100,000 a year right out of the get-go. And it's not about that. It's about taking baby steps, doing the things that you need to do, putting out yard signs, doing the things you need to do, putting out door hangers, whatever it is to take to get the business off and growing. You have to do that. And it's just same way with your health. The other thing that I just started doing is I run a 5K. Now, when I run a 5K right now, I walk a lot of that 5K because I'm just completely out of breath. And so that is a thing that I'm doing that is one of my goals. Now, one of my goals, one of the reasons why I do have this goal is I almost hit 320 pounds. And I know a bunch of you have heard this story, but I'm going to tell it again because I got a little bit more added to it. Because if you haven't heard this story here, you'll find out a little bit more about it. So I wanted to lose weight because here's the thing. My dad passed away when he was 62. He had a heart attack when he was 54. And I don't want to be that, right? I want to grow old and watch my grandkids grow up and all of that kind of thing. And so with that, that's why I was like, there's no way I can go 320, but when I turn 43, I'm going to change my lifestyle. And I have. I started doing the carnivore diet. All I eat is meat. And I have, as of the other day, I was down to 272. I got 3 more pounds and I will have lost 50 pounds. And I know a lot of you out there have started doing the same thing, and that's awesome. I love seeing the reports of I've lost 10 pounds, I've lost 20 pounds. And so I kind of started this up of I want to start running. I want to, and you know what started this off of, I always said I'm not a runner, right? I'm not a runner. That's what I've always said. But I was listening to a podcast. I think his name Beto. I don't know what it is. He's a pretty cool entrepreneur dude. And Chip Scheller actually gave me this dude the information or one of his videos, and now I've watched some of his videos. And he always said that he wasn't a runner, and that's what he always told him. Now he's built like a brick house. He's got muscles coming out of his forehead, and so he was like, I'm not a runner, I'm a built bodybuilder. And so he actually did a 6-week challenge to do a marathon. He did a full-on marathon, 26-mile marathon in 6 weeks. And so I want to do a 5K marathon where I run the whole thing. And so I've been starting to train for it a little bit. And so tonight I went swimming this morning. Tonight I went and did 3 miles. It was just under 3 miles, and I didn't walk the whole thing. I walked about half of it, which is a big thing for me. So back to my story here. So the other morning, my wife woke me up because my daughter was passing out on the bathroom, and I went and helped there and went into our bathroom, and I passed out. So talking about heart healthy, I've actually got to go get a stress test and some other things just to make sure everything is good on my side, because I know you guys, I'm assuming you all want me still around, right? Is that okay if I hang out and come around some more? But before we get started, make sure you hit those likes, hit the like button. I appreciate it very much. And we will get started here shortly. But before we do, we got Jesse James in the house. We got Northeast. What's up, you all? We got Mr. Brinker in the house. Nathan from Lexington, Kentucky, Cynthiana, Kentucky. Jad, hello. Josh, hey, how's everyone doing? It's awesome. It is awesome up. Scott Ferguson, Pink Robin. I'm 11. I have a pressure washing business. I have $200 job when I get out of school. That is awesome, dude. I love young entrepreneurs. I think it's awesome. You can do a lot of cool things. You can grow your business. You could make $100,000 a year before you turn 18. And that is what is awesome. If you hustle and you have somebody to help you out to get you to point A to point B, use that age. I know a lot of times people are like, well, but once you start doing it, you will get a whole lot more out of it for sure. Hello, keep it clean, Mr. Edwin. If you got time tomorrow or Monday, I need to have a Zoom call with you and go over your website and stuff. Hello from Kissimmee, Florida. And Mr. Jason, Gulf Coast, I put out 100-yard signs. Sweet. Anybody want to wash a 178-foot tower with simple green and a pressure washer? He's got a job for you. Hey, do you recommend any buffer tanks that are cheap or have good size? I am 11. I have one job, 200 when I'm out of school. You don't need a buffer tank with a 4-gallon a minute pressure washer. You can just use your pressure washer. Don't overthink this stuff, dude. Just use the pressure washer. Get you 200 feet of hose, 150 feet of garden hose, so that way you can put it in one spot at the end of the driveway and not mess up anything. And then just get you a 5-gallon bucket and a downstream injector, and you're ready to rock and roll. Otherwise, you can use a 55-gallon drum. I do show how to do it, and you can find them for like $5-10. And make sure that they're plastic. Mr. Matt, what's up? What the heck happened to your lip? Yep, I fell over and bam, that's what happened. I haven't done 500,000 in my life. I've been doing this since 1984. Hey, I tried to call you a couple times. You never answered your phone. So maybe that's why you haven't done it. No, I'm giving you a hard time. But I did try to call you the other day, and you never answered your phone. Just booked my second $1,000 job. They saw my truck around town. Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right. Who else we got here? You got some Nate doing a water tower. Yeah, he's trying to. They didn't like him, though. Ready to tinker with Christmas lights. I am looking at trying to get a class. I got to call some people and do a permanent lighting class. I'm probably going to have an in-person training coming up. I've got to check with the dates on that other. It'll probably be the end of May. So if anybody wants to do in-person training where you actually get to do the pressure washing, and the best part of that class is the marketing. If you want to learn a lot about marketing and how to grow a business, that is definitely where it is. I do not have the dates up, but I'm going to try to get them up before I go live again. What's up, guys? We're staying busy up here in Wisconsin. Hey, yeah, just got a wow watching this crazy video. Just got a call while watching this video. Awesome. I started the same, Jason, have lost 10 pounds already. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's get this road on the show going. Stacking Benjamin's Hustle Hard Gents. Great channel. What should I include in my first email to property owners? Hey, do you need any cleaning? Pretty much. Keep it simple. Do not make some big long form email with all these links and pictures and all of that. Keep it really simple. 1 to 2 sentences, and that's all you want. If you start putting links, if you start putting other things, it will get shut down by Gmail or whatever server they use, and that is a problem. That's why you don't do that. How many yard signs per week in Jacksonville, Florida? I would do 25 to 50 a week is what I would shoot for. I'll take the bottom 75. I get so many scam calls, you have to text me your number, and then I will answer it. I know, it sucks. 15 year in business and our best start. Thank the Lord for bringing home a friend home after a 1.5 years away from his battle of COVID and lung transplant. That stinks. I just got a 5.3. What's the price of your class? My class will be, it's usually $1,000 is what it is. It'll be the best $1,000 you'll make. I guarantee it. I guarantee you can 10x that, maybe even 100x it if you pay attention halfway. All right, let's get started on here. So I'm going to hit on paid ads. I'm going to really hit on Google ads. I'm going to hit on why we need to do it. Well, not necessarily why we need to do it. I'm going to hit on why it is important that I'm going to show a couple different things. So a lot of people hit on SEO, and a lot of people try to buy SEO, and they want SEO, and a lot of people want on different things. And I'm going to give you the kind of the view of how this stuff works and what you can do to separate yourself from other companies. And so, what is Google Ads? What are paid ads? That's going to be the first question. A lot of people don't understand what paid ads are. So I'm actually going to do a little share and screen here, and we're going to walk through what is paid ads. And so what is paid ads is when we click pressure washing right here, pressure washing, and we get the first 2 to 3 results are going to be paid ads. Now, if I click on this, it's going to charge that person. And so if I come on down through here, then sometimes that paid ad will also be right here in the maps. Now, this is a great one too. Up top is good, and right here in the maps. And so when you click on that, that can be anywhere from $2 to $10 to $20. I was actually helping a guy in Indianapolis, and it was some of their clicks up in there were $85 for a pressure washing click. So it's a 75. Now, most places on average, it's going to cost you $10 to $20 per click. And now you might say, well, what does this have to do with anything with my business? Why is this important for my business? And so the reason why this is important for your business is some people are going to say, you need SEO, search engine optimization, and to get that number one spot. Well, first off, where is that number one spot? Because I know a lot of people, like this guy here has spent thousands of dollars. This guy here has spent $20,000. I bet between the two of those, they've spent $20,000 to $30,000 on SEO. Now, they are showing up on the maps, but Pro Power Wash has 300. And if you look here on the map, I am pretty much within that search area. He is the closest one for me. So that is why he is showing up. That's why Power Pro Wash is showing up, is because location wise, he is the closest to me. So proximity has a lot to do with this here, with our search engine optimization for our map system here. So that's why he's showing up. Now, out of these three people here, most people are probably going to use Benjamin, right? Benjamin Gregory, I talk about him a lot. Benjamin Gregory is got 300 reviews, right? If we look at his reviews, he has amazing reviews. And so that is how we can use paid ads for our business. So some people are saying, well, you know what? I'm going to go for that number one spot. Well, back in the day, this used to be the number one spot, but they're not getting it there, right? There's nobody there. You got Home Depot, the Family Handyman, I don't even know, 8 days ago, nothing. Wikipedia, nothing. How to start a pressure washing business, Homes, Lowe's, pressure washers, Bob Vila, New York Times, some more ads, more ads. We got Perfect Power Wash. So if we were on mobile, to get to that number one spot would be 20 swipes to get to it, right? Because when we think about mobile, we got to think about it this way, right? That's how that's going to be, is that way. And so this is why it is important, and that's not even a pressure washing page. And then we keep scrolling down, and then we finally, this dude's in Lincoln, Nebraska, and he's showing up for pressure washing here. So this is why it is important that we look at these ads up here and we see how much does it cost to get into these ads. How much does it cost to get into ads? That is where we got to do. So that is some things that we need to look at when we're thinking about doing it. So with that, we are looking at anywhere from $10 to $20 an average per click. And so I showed a picture of today, of the thing that I showed today. I'll see if I can pull it up here. I showed the picture of today for my live tonight of this picture here. Let's see if I can pull it over on the screen. That wasn't what I wanted. And you might say, man, that's a lot of money. But I want to show you something here. So this is a job that DJ and I did. I don't want it that big. I don't know if I can get it smaller. This is a job that DJ and I did right here. And this was when he was sick. He was hurting. He was having gallbladders and stuff removed out of his body. I don't know what it was. Something like that. And this was a $1,500 house wash. And so a lot of people ask, how do you get these high tickets? How do you get those high-end tickets? And this is how we get those high-end tickets, is through our Google ads, right? And so this is what we do, and this is how we're able to do it, is through getting this here through Google ads. And so this is something that a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people think that, I'm a 200, some people would do this house for $300-400, but they would never get the job because nobody is going to come find them through way the sources are. And so this is why it's important that we get our average ticket up, right? You hear me and I keep hollering about getting your average ticket up, getting your average ticket up, getting your average ticket up. When you get your average ticket up, right now, DJ's this year, his average ticket's $1,000. Well, if I'm willing to spend 10% of $1,000, I'm willing to spend $100 on every customer. Well, I just said that it costs $10 to $20 per click. It takes 3 clicks on average. This is just an overall average. Sometimes it might be more, sometimes it might be less. It takes 3 clicks to be able to get a lead. Now, you got to have, to get those clicks, you got to have a good ad. You got to have a really good landing page that gets that phone number as fast as you can. So them are your 3 things that you have to think about when we are trying to get this. So if it's $10 a click and you're at a close rate of 50%, that means you got to pay $60 to get that one lead. You might have to pay $120 if it's high end and you're at 20. If you're at $20, if your average ticket's or if your average click is at $20, then you're going to be spending $120 to get that one job. Now, this job was a $1,500 job. Would you be willing, and I'm going to ask this question, would you be willing to spend $150 to get a $1,500 average ticket? I would all day long, right? I would all day long. And so these are some things that are important when we are looking at getting our jobs and getting more business and paying as we go. So I was talking, Chris called me today. Chris called me last night. I was mowing the grass. I barely got my grass mowed because I had a Zoom. Some of you might have seen me on the Zoom call last night for talking to Mr. Sean Day with Hire, Fire, Chill. I don't know what it is. It ain't that, but his company about hiring people. And so I was talking to him and he's like, Jason, so he wasn't planning on, he's got 2 trucks going. He wasn't planning on starting his 3rd truck till the fall, but he's like, Jason, your website that you built me is doing really well. I send it to everybody. We put different things on there and it is helping me convert a lot of jobs. He's like, we have already got $150,000 either done or on the books that should be done by the end of April. Or the end of April or 1st of May. And so he's like, it's way above where we thought. And he's like, we started putting stuff in AdWords. He's like, we're spending I think it's $500, $1,000 a month. And then he wants to bump it to $2,000 in AdWords. And so this is why it is important that but his average ticket right now is $1,700. How do we do that? We do that by building value on our website, building value everywhere we can so that we can grow our business, right? Now, AdWords, I get it. It's not for everyone. When I went to scale my business, I was at $250,000, $300,000, and how I got it to $1 million is I figured out how much it was costing me to run AdWords. Now, when I ran AdWords, my average cost per click was only $6 because not a lot of people were spending as much money in Cincinnati area for it. Now, people are starting to get smart. People are learning how to grow a business, and people know that it's like a money machine, right? You put money in, money comes out. Sometimes you put money in, and sometimes it don't come out. And you don't want those, but sometimes you have to try and see. And so these are things that we do to be able to grow this business, to be able to scale this business, is through paid ads. Now, I can show you lots of people that do Google ads that get to million, whatever, grow and scale. Facebook, I'm not going to say one way or the other, but Facebook for pressure washing is a lot tougher. I know people that have done well with it, but I've also know people that put a lot of money on Facebook and didn't get anything. And so Facebook is one of those little creatures that I'm just like, I'm actually going to try to start doing some Facebook ads for people just to try it and see what my little forte is. But Christmas lights, I love Facebook ads. Pressure washing, I can't give you someone that's done $1 million off of Facebook ads. I'll just put it at that. And someone might tell me I'm a liar, but that's where I'm at. So I seen one of the questions is, what is a landing page? Which is a great question. A landing page can be your website, but that's not always the best landing page, right? That's not maybe the best landing page. So I can show you some people's landing pages. I'm building one right now for Christmas or for pressure washing that I'm going to test. So if you don't have a website, because I seen somebody said, if I don't have a website, how does that work? Well, so here's the deal, what I'll do. So I'm actually starting to manage Google Ads. I know I've said I didn't want to do it. I don't like doing it, but I'm going to do it because I'm just going to do it. It's one of those things that I've kind of looking at my business model and I want to change it a little bit. Because I'm starting to do websites. Now I'm starting to do Google Ads. And when I see people that have great success, like Chris Johnson and his website's doing well, and I know other people, Tyler's done his website's starting to get some traffic too. And so these people like that I'm starting to see success out of is why I am starting to do this stuff. And so as of right now, there's two ways that you can get Google Ads. One way is the DIY, which is I sell you the stuff and you do it yourself. I load everything up on your site and you have to manage them yourself. If you want it done for me, then I will start running your AdWords to make sure that they're getting the conversions are setting up and everything, so we can make sure, and it will come with a landing page, and that will be a monthly fee on top of whatever you spend. Now, what do you need to spend for AdWords? You know, if you only got a $200, $500 budget a month for AdWords, I'm going to say go with Signs is what I'm going to tell you. You're probably going to have a better ROI out of Signs if you have a small budget. I'm not just being hateful, but I just said that the average cost is $10 to $20 average click. And so if you are getting only on a $25, $30 a day budget, you might get one lead per day. And then you're going to be like, Jason, these don't work. But if you have I like to have about a $50 a day, $50 to $100 a day, which is I like to spend people that do about $700 to $2,000 a day. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, but if you can do $750 to $1,000, that's ideal spot of not a bad spot of where that's about $50 a day. You should get, hopefully one job a day on average. Some days you might get more, some days you don't get any. That's just the way ads work. That job I showed for $1,500, that was off of an AdWord because we don't have nothing else up there, and that's how that job came in here. So it's important that we understand how to do ads and manage them and all of that kind of stuff. So this is something that if you want to do ads, I just worked on a page, and you can go check it out here. I'll actually show it to you. And I actually put some more information in here. It's kingofmarketing.io/Google. I kind of talk about it here. And then I also do I put some, frequently asked questions down here. What are Google Ads? All of that kind of stuff. And I'm going to probably put some more information here so that way you can see it. Now, what's important about ads? Why is it important? And what are some things that are more important than ads? And you're going to say, what Jason's trying to sell me? No, this is why I didn't like running ads. I've ran ads in the past, and I didn't like it in the past, and I'm going to tell you why. And the one reason why is I've got a little bit different for now is people don't answer the freaking phone. And you want to talk about pulling your hair out when I'm trying to get you leads and then you don't answer your phone. So there's a reason why that I listen to your conversations so that when you say, Jason, you don't get me leads, I can say, you sound like an idiot because you don't know how to talk on the phone. Let's figure out how to talk on the phone. And I know you might think I might hurt your feelings, but feelings is all right to get hurt if you want to keep growing your business, right? If I'm going to hurt your feelings because I say something, then you probably don't need to be in this business in the first place. And this is not an easy business. This is a hard business. It is easy because you can just go get you a pressure washer and throw you out 100 signs and the phone's going to ring and you're going to start making money. And that's great. I love it. That's why I love this business. There's an 11-year-old in here that can go put out signs, go buy $300 worth of signs and make $2,000-$3,000 off of that, right? That is freaking awesome. You can't tell me that that's not awesome, because if you did, I'm going to call you a freaking liar, because there's people in here that don't make $2,000 or $3,000 in a week, and you can do that in a day, right? You do that house, we did 2 other houses in the same day. It was like a $3,000 day. You can make $3,000 in one day. That's what's awesome about this business. That's why I love it. That's why, I'm making people hundreds of thousands of dollars by doing this, and this is what the most important part of it is if you don't answer this phone, don't do AdWords. That's all I'm going to say. If you can't figure out how to answer this phone, don't do AdWords, because you're going to waste your time, you're going to waste your money, and it's not going to be worth it in the end. So it's important that you answer your phone, you do the things you need to do, and your business will grow. I promise you, it will grow. And so these are things that you have to do. Now, there is certain factors of how much that ad cost is going to cost you. Some of the factors is how many people in your area are doing AdWords, because Google is going to make money off of it, and they're going to keep going up and up and up. And that's just part of the game, right? That's just part of how things work and how business works. And that's how, if you want to set yourself apart, that's a way to do it. Now, do I need to start running AdWords to make money? Do I need a website? No. Chris Johnson had a one-page crappy website for years, and he did spend a little bit of money in AdWords last year, but very little, and he did almost $600,000. He did it off of yard sign, referrals. He did it off of all of the other things that I teach. That's how he did it. He didn't do it off LinkedIn. He did it off of yard signs and referrals. His referrals was his number one biggest thing. He had 380 some customers and did almost $600,000. So it's all about getting your average ticket up. It's all about how do you sell better? How do you show yourself? And these are things that you do. So getting back to the reason why I'm starting to do it again is because now I got a program that when you miss your phone call, it's going to text you, right? It's going to send you a text. Another thing that I got that's really cool, that works on everybody's that website that I do, soon as you get a form filled out, it calls you. It texts you. It texts you their information. It emails you their information. And then 2 minutes later, it calls you. When you answer the phone, it actually calls your customer. Why do I do that? Because I know conversions happen in the first 5 minutes of your form are going to make you convert like 95% better. It's like something crazy what you will convert by doing this, of sending a text and doing this. There was a Harvard study that says that if you get it within the first 5 minutes, it's like 98% sure that you will get that job. How many, I want to ask this question in here, and I want to hear real answers. I want to hear, oh man, you guys have been talking. I want to hear how fast do you get to your forms when they fill out a form? Do you get to it within 5 minutes? Do you call them back within 5 minutes? Or is it like 5 hours? Or some of you, is it more like 5 days? Or some of you, is it more like 5 weeks or 5 months? Because if you're at the 5 months, you're probably not in this here because you're probably out of business, right? And so these are things that we got to do to think about when we're doing this. I bet I've been doing it, but yes, these are things that you can do so that you can grow your business. But yes, this is what you can do. And here's the other thing I want to hit on something too. So some people might say Facebook ads, some people might say Christmas or Google ads. Which one's better? Here's the thing about Facebook ads. People on Facebook, I know for personal, when I ran Facebook ads for my personal business and I also ran Google business, people that are searching for Google on Google, they're actually looking for pressure washing. When people are looking for it on mobile, it's a passive, right? You're just passing by. And you're hoping to stop it. It's no different than a door hanger. It's no different than anything else. That is what you're looking at. So, with that, let's get down through here. Let's scroll up here. We got a lot of people in here tonight. Let's see what all questions we got. And if you got any questions, I don't care if it's about marketing. You can, I know tonight's Marketing Wednesday, but if whatever it is, that's where we'll answer your questions. If you got something about a pressure washer, guess what? I'll answer it for you. The more I see other companies in my area, I realize why they're busy. They're cheap. And am I missing opportunity cost? What's up, Jason? I'm a landscaper. I'm at capacity. I'm getting 10 to 20 inbound organic leads a day. Do I hire a crew leader, step out of the crew, raise my prices, and hire a receptionist? Definitely raise your prices. Would definitely raise your prices and start working on your business and not in your business. So that means you need to hire people. The people that whoever you need to hire needs to get hired. Whether if that's a receptionist to answer phone calls and get all that done, the more you can work on your business and not in your business, you will grow it. You will be way better in the end. Thanks for the super chat. Is Jason Guyman super chat tax deductible? Yes, it is. Give them to me. No, I don't care if you give it to me or not. When should I start running paid ads? First year, third year, or after steady $10,000 months? I would, that's one of those things that I would probably be, if it depends where you want to be at. If you want to grow and scale, that depends where you want to be at. There's your favorite. Is it worth running Google ads without a website? A lot of times people will run Google ads to an actual landing page. So I'm building a landing page for Google ads that I'm going to start running for people. So that way, because here's the reason why I had a call the other day. I was on a call and he's like, man, I ran $150 and I never got a click. And I went to his website and I said, this is why you didn't get a click. You can't find the phone number. You can't find where to fill out the form. When you do fill out the form, it's this long. You got to keep it simple on this, man. If you got to fill out a whole bunch of stuff, 70 to 80% of people are clicking through your phone. So when you're filling out your phone, go to your phone and see if you can fill it out and see how easy it is. If it's not if it's easy, if it's hard, they're not going to do it. People are lazy. I want their phone number and I want their email. If they give me their address, good for me. If they tell me what they want, good for me. If they don't, I don't care. Does that tool tell you how much the average ticket is? The average ticket, that would be your CRM. Mr. Paul Gardner charged me $2,600 to do my house and garage. I need the $1,500 guys to come to Virginia. No, you don't. You got more money to know what to do with. You need more customers like Paul. Here's the thing. I'll tell you what. If anybody in this group is half got a brain, they could go do Paul Gardner's house and charge $1,500 and give him a heck of a deal, because Paul Gardner knows everybody. And Paul Gardner would be an amazing business partner / go learn from him is what I'm getting at. Just go knock on his door. He probably wouldn't let you talk to him that much, but actually he would. He came to one of our classes way back when we first started. This was when we were outside under the pavilion, and he came to one of our classes, and Salvador was there, and Paul talked into him. He was a young guy from Jersey, and I think he's doing like $250,000, $300,000 a year now. But Paul talked into his life and gave him words of wisdom, and that was the awesome point. When you come to one of my classes, you never know who you might meet. Paul Gardner is a business owner that does 10, 11, $15 million in sign business, like the big signs, but he also does Christmas lights too, and landscape and everything else. He's a jack of all trades. But that's why I'm saying go find out who these people are. If you're in Fredericksburg, Indiana, or Fredericksburg, Virginia, you might want to find out where you can find old Paul at. What is a landing page? So a landing page is usually going to be a little bit different than a website. A website's going to talk about all this crap because they're trying to get as many words on there. But a landing page is more about a picture, what you do. You want some social proof, so you want some like guarantees. All of that is what you're looking for in a landing page. Is this the same for Christmas lights? Yes, all day. How much do you charge roughly to set up a website? I have two different ones. The one is $97 a month, and that is just a template website. If you want a website actually for you, it's $300 a month, and that is how that works. Both of those, you will get all my trainings and Monday night marketing stuff if you do it. And if you want me to run your AdWords, set up the website and everything, and I'm going to actually add another thing to that because I will work on some SEO. I want to do one blog a month for that too. You're looking at $1,000 a month. Can't afford that if your jobs are at $350. And this is a big point, right? You've got to learn how to sell. On our Monday night marketing calls, it's pretty awesome because we got guys that are like, man, you can't do this. And you got guys that are real close to them and being like, man, my average ticket's $1,000, $1,500, right? It's all in your personality. It's all in how you sell. It's all in your own belief. And that's what I love about the Monday night marketing. And if you haven't checked it out, go check out kingofpressurewash.com. This is my first year. I never did any marketing. I always got work from the word of mouth. I started Facebook ads, and I have spent less than $300 and made $4,700. Cool. So you're just a little over you're at 8-9% of what you spent. That's what I say. Spend 10% in marketing, and you'll get your money back. If you want to keep growing and scaling, you're going to have to keep upping up that money. You're on Facebook right now, so is everyone else. Actually, most people are on YouTube. 76 people, probably very few is on there. Hello, everyone. House Washing Rick. Anyone having issues transporting 2 drums of SH at a time? I got a vendor trying to say that you need a CDL all of a sudden, and that is true. Anything over 100 gallons and 255 gallons equals 110, which is over 1,000 pounds, because bleach weighs 10 pounds per gallon. So that puts you at 110 gallons, and by law, anything over, or it puts you over 1,000 pounds. Anything over 1,000 pounds, you have to have a CDL. So that's why you're only allowed to carry one. And actually, you're not even allowed to carry 2 55-gallon drums and one half empty. Because it goes off the total volume in there. So you have to get like 2 30-gallon totes or a 30-gallon and a 15-gallon tote to be able to carry that much and not be over where it is. The text should have went out. I did send a text. I thought I sent a text. Did anybody else get the text? Yep, signs are the best. Height isn't the issue. Nope. Anything over 1,000 pounds. You cannot transport. Yep, everybody's telling them that. I already answered that question. It's 200 gallons. I have a $1,400 job coming up Friday. House wash exterior windows. That's awesome, dude. Give me the leads. I'll take them. Facts. How's Mr. Wet Windows doing? Mr. Teak in the house. Good luck on the 200 gallons. He'll transport 300 then. Weird. Austin's out of Cranberry. Let me take home pallets of singles 198 count. I'll try to do it in an hour. Let's see. What other questions we got here? Just keep the gallons under 200. Yeah. Just got my first job today and made $250 an hour. And you know what I love about Caleb? Caleb is 17, 16, 17. I think he's 16. Out of Iowa, right? Out of Iowa. And he called me. I usually the young guys, and I've helped him a bunch, and Brinker I've helped a bunch. I usually help them a bunch when they're young because I want to help them be successful. And Caleb is 15, 16 years old, $250 an hour. He's also a hard worker. He works at a detail shop, and I guarantee you he didn't make $250 at the detail shop. I have a 35-gallon roof tank and a 15-gallon house wash mix. Put signs out everywhere. Mike Manning is the one that I was saying that he sent me a message the other day saying, man, these signs are awesome. They work amazing. I said, would I ever tell you any different? I wouldn't lie to you people. I don't have nothing to hide. If you ain't using signs, or unless you just absolutely can, you're leaving a lot of money on the table is what I'm going to tell you about that. I love signs. Signs are awesome. Signs have made business owners hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that is why I love those signs. This is Mike Manning here. I'll put it let's see if I can do it here. But this is why I love signs, because signs are awesome. Signs are one of those things that, I think this is it. Yeah, Mike Manning. Those signs are fire. They turned everything around for me, right? This isn't me saying it. This is Mike Manning saying it. This guy right here said that. And this is why I love signs. Signs are awesome. If you have the right words on them, you're prolific about them, you're consistent about them, you're relentless about them. You don't give two rats if someone's out there and you're going to go do it. This is why it is important that you do these, right? Yes, I love AdWords, but yes, I still put out signs when I had my business. We still put out signs. We did AdWords. We did Facebook posts. We did LinkedIn posts. We did email marketing. We did all of this stuff. It wasn't like there's one nugget that's all you do, right? We did all of these things. It was a lot of things that we did, and that's why we did this stuff. Not so fast, 5 minutes or less. I get here we go. Not fast enough. 5 minutes or less. 5 minutes. I get an estimate out within an hour. End of the day. Let's see. What is the best surfactant you recommend? I personally like Roof Snot. I liked it because it leaves the windows clean. Roof Snot from Russ Johnson from Southside Equipment out of Louisville, Kentucky is my favorite surfactant. I've tried all the other surfactants. I know a lot of people that don't use no surfactants. But my personal surfactant was Roof Snot with either lemon or cherry, so that way it kills the bleach smell. So that was my personal one. There's all kinds of surfactant out there. There's, you name it, you got it. Surfactant is a huge money maker for people. Like, it's 150, 200% markup for all those surfactants. I need to make a good flyer. I hate mine from last year. What should I clean cedar cider with? You can clean it with two different things. You can clean it with something like Green Ox if you've got $2,000 to buy a 300, 400 gallon tote, or you can use something like a house wash mix, or you can use sodium hydroxide. Maybe I would do some testing on it. I usually always remote quote. Same here. Every Friday night, I'm putting out signs out the rest of the week. I throw flyers and hangers. Sweet Mike. What's up? Love it. We can all learn from each other. Yep, for sure. Look, Paul Gartner, I was talking about, did $500,000 bunch of money. He still learns. That's what I love about Paul. He still goes to trainings all the time. He still invests in himself every year. Why? Is it so that he can get to 20, 30, 50, $1 billion? Yeah, I think his goal is to get to $1 billion, right? And so these are things that what you got to do to be able to grow and scale and keep your business going. And so when you do this, you got to always be learning. And if you don't think that if you think you know it all, well, guess what? You'll be the first one to fail because nobody knows everything. You don't need to know everything, right? You need to know some things, but you don't need to know everything. Some things you're going to farm out. Some things you're going to give to better experts. Some things you're going to hire that expert and let them do it, right? You just kind of know the gist, and then you can let that go from there. Just finishing up my soft wash system. I have a 30-gallon drum and a 55-gallon drum of water. I work out of the back of my Ford Ranger, just upgrading as I go, looking for a proportioner on a budget. I have a couple videos of it, and if you're looking for the one on a budget, it's the one with the white valves. The white valves are like $30 a piece versus those $150 valves. How do you go about finding a mentor? You go to kingofpressurewash.com/mentorship, and that's a great mentor. It's me. Or you go to King of Pressure Wash and you join the membership, and there's a Facebook group, and every Monday night we do a coaching call, and that's where you can learn more and how to grow a business. What pressure washing hose do you recommend as well? I have 50 feet now. I want at least 150. Yeah, Josh, I would get as 150, 200 feet as fast as you can, so that way you can leave everything in your truck and not have to do it. If you don't have hose reels and stuff, I would consider doing the Uberflex because it's a lot lighter, and it does suck rolling up and stuff of that. But if I was you, I would probably get it in garbage cans and then just stick it into the garbage can and then pull it back out of that garbage can. Makes life a lot easier. We on our Monday night marketing call, coaching call, we got Walter. Walter is out of New York, and he's up on Long Island in New York. And he said he did $160,000 last year with a 3-gallon a minute pressure washer and with a pump up sprayer, and that's how he did his roof cleans. And he did $160,000. And so when I hear people say you can't make $100,000 unless you got an 8-gallon machine, and I can say, I can show you a guy that did $169,000 with a 3-gallon minute machine and a pump up sprayer, and he's getting $1,000, $2,000 off of roof jobs. This is how don't give me excuses. If you got excuses, you're just going to hurt yourself. I don't like excuses. Excuses do no good to nobody. You can excuse the heck out of why you can't be something or do something, right? I'm too skinny, I'm too fat, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm not a good salesperson, I suck at this. I don't want to hear it. You got all kinds of excuses, but excuses gets nothing done. Absolutely nothing done. What are you doing to take action? What are you doing those hard things to keep moving forward? That is taking action, and you do $169,000 in 1 year, and you're doing it with a 3.3, a garbage can that he put his hoses in. He don't have no hose reels or none of that, didn't have a trailer, did $169,000 with that and a pump up sprayer. What's your excuse for not making money? That is my question. What's your excuse? Well, I ain't got a pressure washer. I ain't got this. I ain't got that. Well, you don't need all of that at the end of the day. I'm just going to say leave that at that right there. So when people say I got a $20,000 rig and they only made $20,000, well, you spent your $20,000 in the wrong spot. You should have never told me to talk to the beast. I have never left him alone since the huge. Oh, Randy Beeston. I'm sure you said the price, but how much is that landing page? So the landing page, if I do the ads for you, I know right now I'm going to put another price in there. If you just want me to do AdWords and you don't want the website and all the other stuff, I will do it for, I want to say $500 a month right now. It's probably going to be a special. It's probably going to be $750, and I will do it for $500 starting out. So if people want it, I will start it at $500, but it'll be a discount code. And I will try to get that up tomorrow. I got a lot to get up tomorrow, but that's one thing I want to get up tomorrow. I have the $1,000 that you'll get website, all of that, but this one will be $500 a month, or $500 a month as if you sign up right now. It will go up to $750. It'll probably say $750, but I'll put a discount code so people can put it in there for now. Landing page or web page for beginners. What would you prefer? Either one. I like the website. It's going to help you get a lot more and make you look good. That's why the $97 one that I do is that comes with the membership. If you do the membership, you'll get the $97 one. And the reason why I like it is because people are making money off of it. I can show you people getting business off of those websites. How do you market for window cleaning? Put a yard sign out there and put window cleaning and a big phone number. Or you do Facebook ads. Facebook ads do work for window cleaning because that's kind of that reoccurring business. Or you can do Google ads. Best place to get your yard signs? I know the best place right here. Moneybushes.com. It's also UZ Marketing. Is where if you buy it through that moneybushes.com, I get a little cutback off of it. Not much. The price is going to be the same whether you use it or not. But that's how I make money. So I can be here and help you all grow your business. Mr. Jersey. How can I get into mixing and selling chemicals? Who offers classes on this, if anybody? There's actually only a few chemical companies out there that do this stuff, is what it is. They all come from pretty much the same place. I actually, Jersey took my class in Myrtle Beach, but we went to Midwest Equipment up in Indianapolis. And he's like, we get it from there, and that's where everybody else pretty much gets it. K7 started acting up. Shorter bypass hose can cause lack of back pressure. My local pool store has my power washing banner in and outside their pool because I buy so much shop from them. Good. That way you get business from them when people go in there. By the way, you inspired me to start my pressure washing business in Raleigh, North Carolina. 18 years old. I got my first 5 jobs scheduled this month. That's awesome, dude. I'll give you a high five on that one. That's awesome. We love it. Love it, love it, love it. Thanks to you. What part of Iowa, Caleb? We are dominating Des Moines. Jason, won't steer you wrong. I try not to. I only teach what I believe in or what I would do myself or what I have done myself. I have, last year, DJ, I wasn't doing websites and stuff, and I hadn't kind of done it as well as I should have for his site. And so we paid somebody else's for a year to let them do it. They're a big company. They charge $1,500 a month. And they wanted $1,000 for AdWords, and if you spent $25,000 a year, they guaranteed you to do $100,000. Well, when I found out what all they did, I wasn't happy with it. I was going to use that as someone to use to try to promote, and I wasn't happy. It pissed me off, right? I wasn't happy with their service, so that's why I started doing this. Another reason why I started doing it is because this guy here loves his old, he loves his old person that did his website that did it for 2 years, right? And I had another guy that sent me a message from about that same company today, and that's why that's what I'm doing, why I'm doing what I do. Just had a really bad windstorm a month ago, and I see people spending money on fixing the roofs. How do I sell when they're spending money on other house repairs? Well, go find other people or most of that's probably insurance money. My signs are on the way. I can't wait. Well, I'm being busy dominating the Quad Cities, Southern pressure washing. Wash on, man. What text do you recommend on signs? Pressure washing. Keep it simple. I don't even like the logo in the back because it's hard to see it. It's hard to see other things. Pressure washing and a big phone number. That's all you need. Jason, did the wife have to teach you a lesson? Yeah, she did. She smacked me upside the head. Can I mix surfactant straight into my SH bucket with the X Jet? Yes, you can. Absolutely. Um, yes, Nick, you have added. Throwing flyers in driveways work. It can. It can get you bad reviews. Kim, I didn't realize we were in the same area, but I'm wanting to move possibly to next year in Georgia. Also, you also got Mr. Beaston up there, Randy Beaston there too. Best advice for pool screens, chemical and safety, low pressure, obviously, and bleach is what most people clean those down there in Florida, a bunch of them. I have a roof wash coming up, no gutters, and some moss. Not sure if I want to rinse or what would be the best option. Rinsing would be your best option. Otherwise, you will have dead stuff because that salt on there, and then the dew can come down and hit on there. And the next thing you know, you will have a bunch of dead stuff. So, yes, rinsing is your option for that one. Yes, sir, get that money rolling. Yeah, I working on a house, getting hose reels now. One at Tractor Supply is 100, holds 200 feet. Should I start with that with the water and soft wash, or just save for better? I would just save for better. I mean, you're going to spend 100 that's not going to last you crap, so I would just wait till you can get the better. How do you do these Christmas lights work? You plug them in and they light up. They work amazing. How do you sell a job once you sell a job, does the customer own the lights, or are they part of your inventory? They're part of your inventory. Christmas lights are awesome. We love them. They're the best money making craziness ever. Save your money and buy better reels. Yeah, I agree with that. Best advice on pool screens. Also, I just ordered 250 feet of soft wash hose, half inch. Is that any good hose? It's alright. I like using the Flexzilla hose. It's easier and not hard on your hands. Great content. Y'all be safe out on the roads. Yeah, especially with your 110 gallons of bleach trying to get around there. Hit the like channel. I support the channel. I appreciate it. Making a jump from $14 an hour to $250 is great. That's awesome, Caleb. I love it. I love young people that can make money. You're a motivation as a man. You make the stuff that seems complicated very simple. I get my equipment next Friday or the following week. Can't wait to get started. I try to break it down to anybody can get it. My goal is for Jason to play the clapping sound effect for me. Okay, I'll do that for you. Hope you love the game of business. They work 12 hours a day regular. You should get Wise Guys back on. I should. I need to talk to him. Charging 75 cents for concrete at a condo. 44 patios and sidewalks. Awesome. Best rust removal. I like Rust Removal Plus. I like F9. I like acrylic acid. Anything is, a lot of stuff is there. Flexzilla is on the way. Where do you recommend buying gutter guards from, and where do I buy Christmas lights? So Christmas lights you want to buy from christmaslights.io is where you want to go and buy them through there. Again, you help me out when you do that, and I appreciate it. So christmaslights.io, it's where I would buy them. I would send you that vendor anyway, but that's where I would buy them from. And then gutter guards, I don't remember. I know Chris likes the ones he used. If you got Chris's information, see if he can, if you might be able to get on his website and see what he's using or whatnot, Rivertown Pro Wash, and see what he's using for gutter guards, because I know he's doing a lot of gutter guards for that. One thing, if you didn't know, if you want to know when I go live, you can text the word King, K-I-N-G, to 859-696-1101, and I send a text out right before I go live, and if you want to know that. One more question, Jason. Best thing to get if you get SH in the eyes is water. Get it out of there fast. It can make you go blind. It can give you third-degree burns. It can be very bad. It's good. So one thing that I did on all my rigs is I have a line coming off the bottom of the tank to drain it, but that was also my eye wash spot where I could get water in my eyes. That is something. You can also buy that eye wash stuff in a bottle, and then you can put it in your eyes that way too. Those are the two things that you want to do. But whenever we're dealing with this stuff, try to wear safety glasses. Safety glasses or sunglasses or something to keep it out of your eyes. Which do you prefer? Vinyl siding or easy driveway? Vinyl siding all day long. All day long. I hate concrete cleaning. Money bushes just got here today. Gonna go plant them tomorrow. Pressure washing and phone number. That text didn't come out tonight, Jason. In the last couple weeks, it's been after the live is over. Well, that sucks. Wonder what that's all about. Well, thank you for letting me know. That hurts. Yes, it does. I've been having issues with tons of sign thieves and ordinance people saying I can't put them up. Yep, that's part of it. I don't think I'd put my tank water in my eyes. You will if it's burning. I promise you, you will. Jason, I did those two duplexes Monday, and house wash mix worked good, but used pumped up sprayer for the bottom because it was dirty. 4% mix. Sweet. Also, if again, go check out kingofpressurewash.com if you want to know, Monday, everything that you need to know. I have it all in there. The 26 steps to the perfect house wash. All my Monday night marketing coaching calls and marketing calls are all on there too. So go check that out and get it going. Are you smoking something, Nathan? Nah, he don't smoke too much. I just got the text 2 minutes before start. That's actually when I sent it, was 2 minutes. My tank is nasty. Yeah. And then if you want to check out the marketing stuff, you can go to kingofmarketing.io/Google. Will take you to the Google, or you can check out all of that. I hope you all do very well this week. I know that the sun's finally showing. The weather still sucks here in Cincinnati. It's only a high of 60, 65 degrees today. Today was actually nice. This weekend, when we want it nice, it's going to get down to 65 or 55, 52, 55, which that ain't good for us pressure washers, right? So I didn't get the text either. All right, I'll have to see what the heck is going on with it. But those are things that we have to think about when we are growing a business. We know the weather is definitely a factor of either making the phone ring or not. So hopefully we can get the phone ringing and keep it ringing. But before long, everybody's mowing grass now, which is good, and everybody's mowing it every week, even if it is cold. So that's when people are looking at their house, and that's a good time that we can do it for sure. So I hope you all have a great night, and we'll see you all later.